Lol, for a second I thought that I logged into the wrong account. I might have logged the wrong account at first because I forgot but then I noticed and fortunately didn't create a new account accidentally. I forgot. Yesterday we had some weird issues. Yay! This is the correct account. I would most likely, if I logged to the other one that I logged in instinctively because that was the old, I would create a new account that was attached to some older game that I'm playing. Currently I haven't finished it, where I have half of my tutorial games on one email and half on another email. Once you have them one email, couldn't make it happen. Because for your service that are idiots. The same. And I say it as someone who works in the same industry, in the same thing. I'm not a service desk anymore. I am higher now, but it still feels like I am talking to the most idiotic people around, and it gets even more frustrated when you work in the same thing. When you yourself know how handling tickets of the users.
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts.
Huh?
They are merely talking shadows,
Talking
chattering
shadow.
away endlessly about their past.
Did I
affairs.
again miss even? No, I don't think we missed anything. Surveying and map. This doesn't look like good. I don't usually do all the events, you know. I do only the most important one. The story stuff. Why is my profile doing someone dying or something? Or is Blue Sky dead? Oh, okay, never mind. That's probably dead. Sounds good. What is the sound? Okay, testing the sound, testing the sound. Let's explore. Did I get a mission? Why not? Like, just have to, you know, just run through hoping that I will. No, there is a mission. You just need to go down, 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 to enter the town. What the fuck is this? I'm flying. Where's my message? I need it. Here. Some people just won't listen. I already told you. Now is not the time to go up the mountain. Easy there, old man. Let's calm down and talk this out. We were getting along just fine earlier as the night grew. But the moment I mentioned I was heading for a windrest, he grabbed me and dragged me all the way here. Oh, Hoffman, what's going on here? As you can see, Old Man is trying his best to keep people away from windrest. Anyway, let me introduce you. This is Liebhardt, an adventurer. What I saw, what I felt, it was terrifying. Surely you don't wish to hear it. Doesn't look like I'm going anywhere today, so let's hear it. Consider it an extension of our drinking and bragging session from earlier. So what sort of great peril are we facing here? The sanatorium is haunted! Seriously, I saw them ghosts with my own eyes. Ghosts? It happened last night. Slow down, Hauptmann, slow down. What's that? Hope must have brought it from Windrest Peak. Hope it's not nesting inside. Oh, that was quite a scare. Everything is just breaking down here. This place is taking place. A weasel thief. Well, looks like I won't need the reading glasses anytime soon. Never mind, let's thinking more distant. Light is broken. Come on, Hauptmann, why are the barking into the cemetery? You follow the scent of death. Lack the courage to rush headlong. That was the character of line, huh? This should have been voiced, but I can't even read it in full. I just moved. Just a lizard. Lady! What the fuck? And that's how it happened, I swear it on my paycheck, and the responsibilities that come with it. I am stunned at this man's ability to not consider the queenness scenario. Weren't you bemoaning how little you make as a doorman? I'm not just any doorman, I oversee demolition work and cultural heritage preservation. So yeah, the pay is bad. Well then, I swear it on my reputation at the tavern. Most serious oath for us non-standers. I should really investigate this myself, but I still have to meet up with this night's expedition who are returning to Dormanport. Sorry about this, Lubin. Could you check out the sanatorium for me? In the sort of scary stories like this usually means something bigger is at play. And what about super scary stories? The truth behind those is usually basic scientific fact about how superstition can be harmed. Fine, I know my way around the fight either way. That's true, I have run into ghosts before too. most of them were actually pretty easy to talk to. So there really are ghosts in this world? No. So just strange elemental powers and scientific phenomena at work. Wait. Did Paimon just give me my personal view on stuff? Like, you know, how in real life, not in the game, you hear ghost stories and hear about people who saw ghosts, and I always was thinking like, that must be somehow explainable with science. And Paimon just said the equivalent of the same, but in Teyvat kinda situation. I don't know how much scientific stuff there is about Irminsul. In that case, I won't go today. I'll just stay in Dormant Fort and have some drink. Magic Mountain. Monsters falling from the sky that we have kicked and killing about. They are coming from clouds.
By royal decree.
Gather!
Surge.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Where did we hear about monsters falling from the sky though? I don't remember any.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
All the messages happen at night. Let's wait until nightfall. Aren't we at night though? Apparently we are at night, but not the correct hour. Sweet potato. Eh,
Not to be sniffed at.
is that the spot? There's nothing in the graveyard. Old man must have made a mistake. So, look at the portrait on this grave. This girl was so young. There is a sad story behind this one for sure. Are you friends of my sister too? Told you it was a twins case. You look exactly the same, said the protagonist that had a twin. Sister? Ah, so you have got to be the younger sister of the person buried too, right? Why younger? Maybe she was older. Well, are you also her friend? I don't think we can. We scared the old man at the gate last night, so the knight sent us to investigate. I see. Well, I'm just here to look for her. I didn't expect that rumor to be true. I don't mind. But those who go to the sanatorium will stay there. Something similar. In her letters, my sister said that the sanatorium was about to close. That she was going somewhere far. Maybe she went traveling around the world or something? No, wait, her gravestone is right here. Sorry. Alright, before I came, I thought the same way you did. It took me some time to prepare myself before I could come here for answers. I might have arrived a bit too late last night and ended up frightening the old man. Please help me pass along my apology. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. It's okay, Paimon totally gets you. Just gotta explain it to everyone and you will be fine. It was a little late last night. I had planned to ask the old man about the situation, but he fled without even looking back. For now, I want to look for traces of how she lived her life. Perhaps that would lead us to some clues on why she would be. You know what? Let us help you. It's getting late, and the sooner we finish, the sooner we can head down the mountain. Right, Louie? By the way, what's your name? What is it? Is it an embarrassing name or something? In that case, Paimon can give you a nickname. How is that sound? How does that sound? No, it's just that I had planned to, well, I came to say goodbye. Zaitlin. My name is Zaitlin. Alright then, let's help Zaitlin look around together, shall we, Lumine? I have a feeling that's not her name. There's so much dust on the bed. It must have been meant for the concentration pack. Cursed mountain where none who enter ever descend. What exactly are we looking for? Maybe no scrap of paper, or perhaps just traces of a life. With the demolition already this far along, there may not be much left to find, though I think that. A stack of paper. First sheet, written in bold, sweeping strokes. To Kofa. One of my family members came to apologize. In theory, I really should have held my ground. But guess what? He showed up with my newborn grandson. So I'm leaving the sanatorium. The burial plot and headstone I bought, they're yours now. No, you can't refuse. I've already settled everything with the lector here. Every inch of that plot is yours. Good thing the headstone hasn't been engraved yet. It's a deluxe model, mind you. You should find a photo of yourself looking particularly dashing and put that on it. 100 years from now, let's find each other again in the wandering winds of Mondstadt. Actually, never mind all that. I'm getting out of here and you're bound to recover soon enough. I'll see you at the tavern down the mountain then. Bauer, 6 feet tall and 68 years young. Second sheet, written in a different hand. To my fellow patients at the sanatorium. Let us all congratulate old Bauer on finally making peace with his family. The old man went to great lengths to prove that he was done with them. He even dropped a fortune on a burial plot right here in the sanatorium. Now maybe there was a genuine shred of resolve behind the decision. Personally though, I'm chalking it up to a moment of madness, a cocktail of heat of the moment, brain fog, dementia, and a sprinkle of old age paranoia. And I don't mean to make light of dementia. It is a heavy burden that many of our fellow residents carry, a serious condition that deserves our attention and care. So take good care of the elders in your family. Now that he has made peace with his kin, he's gone and signed the grave over to me. But I don't want it! It's morbid as hell! I doubt any of you want it either. A grave is a pretty cursed gift to be lugging around. Since my lungs should be fully treated soon, and I'll be heading down the mountain any day now, I'm officially releasing my claim on that plot and headstone. First come, first served. No, that came out wrong. If anyone happens to need it, no, that's even worse. You get the point. To my companions in recovery, come find me for a drink when you're well again. Kohe, who is changing careers and never stepping foot in the mines again, once he's out of here. Third sheet, written in yet another hand, to my fellow patients at the sanatorium. Tombstone carvings has been my family's trade for generations, whether it's Liyue style, Mondstadt style, or Inazuman Sotoba. I can carve and inscribe them all. We're officially recognized by both the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor in Liyue and the Church of Pavonia. I'm available for inscriptions, though only until I'm cured and out of here, free of charge. Toden Grabo, who does not know the Gravedigger's song, ask me one more time, and I will carve a curse on your tablet. Okay. Zeki, were you waiting for us here? No, I think something feels off. Was it always so far away? This place looks kinda different from before. What happened here? Whoa! I am Nihilita, Watcher of Nothingness, the Open-Eyed. Noble traveler from distant realms, returnee from the Sea of Stars. Greetings, I think. Oh. It snows you. I don't know it. As it should be, we dwell within the watchtower of the world. We were never meant to meet, even across countless ages. Watchtower of the world. Why does it sound like spiral? Yet I have now fallen into the mortal realm. For one purpose alone, I beg that you ascend to the high heavens and free the Iones of the past from their inverted. Please touch the Anemo Archer statue over there. It is the gateway that leads unto heaven. Why? Wait. Can't you see that there is an ordinary person here? Are you sure Zaitlin is supposed to hear these things? At least let us take her back first. Inconceivable! You really came. Ah. Huh? Please remain calm. I merely placed her under my protection so that she shall not suffer any apathic affliction after offending. Wait, what? Do you mean we're bringing Zayting with us? She has her own journey to embark upon. When you reach the temple above the sky, she will be restored. What the fuck is your deal? Hey, hold on! We never agreed to go to some strange place like that. Let Zayting out first. This is not some strange place. It is the seat of governance above the sky. Its name is Segment Domain Tau, or perhaps let us use its lost name. The Temple of Space. Temple of Space. And what is just it earlier? That is correct. It belongs to the god who once appeared before you, my creator. Within the temple you shall find your answer. Cool. Please take this with you. It will aid you in my stead. Thank you for the hand. That was not a pun. Ah, what is this thing? It's kind of cute. A little strange, but kind of cute. Could you explain what it actually is? A watcher does not explain. A watcher observes. Silent. When safety may be guaranteed, it will restore Zaytwind. Don't just assume that we are going. You're just looking to dump responsibility for this onto someone, aren't you? Noble Outlander, are you willing to go? There it is again, talking to yourself and dodging the question. You haven't been making any sense for a while now, you know. Lumi, do you know what it's trying to say? Temple Space. I will go. Ah? Okay, sure. That's what you want. Then Paimon will go with you. Where did it go? Did it just do a peace sign? My earlier discourtesy has stirred anger within you. Come at me with blade hand. I will wait you in the profile. Ayaya. Investigate the mustache. Yay! This engraving finally takes place! Why am I swimming in air? Wet. I'm not wet. I'm not wet. What are you doing? For the fun. And the line. Caitlin, are you alright? I'm fine. My sense of time is a bit off though. Like a very long while has passed and yet also just an instant. That sounds like a familiar feeling. You have felt this way before? You must have been through plenty of misfortune too. How long has it been for you then? About 500 years? What? Has so much time passed already? Oh no, she's talking about the time weirdness stuff that happened first. That said, Paimon is not sure if 500 years is that accurate at this point either. As for this time, it's only been about 10 minutes or so. Ah, so that's how long it's been. Say, You never asked us for our name. Ah yes, when I tried to call for help just now, I realized I didn't even know what to call you. Sorry, at first I was planning to, well, never mind. I already know that you're Lumine. What about your pet? Lol. Hey, Paimon is not a pet. Paimon is Lumine's best guide and companion. Yes, Paimon is not a pet. And if you're gonna make another corny joke, you can stop it. Oh, I'm sorry, Paimon. Well then, hello Paimon, hello Lumine. We'll make sure you get back down safely, but for now, we don't have any lead as how. So let's keep moving forward. You need to find someone and ask them what's going on. Got a church vibe. Even I hear singing like in a church. Doesn't look. Oh, corridor! There's actually this huge space behind the door. In areas within the temple space, after selecting an object with the temple, you can hold and drag your skill to drag that object along a space-like vector. After dragging for a certain distance, maintain that distance for a while until the space-like vector is fully charged. Release the skill button at this moment to trigger spatial folding and change the status of the object. You can control various objects in areas within the temple space. Some of these objects cannot be affected during co-op mode. Seize certain objects within the temple of space to produce a variety of incredible effects at corresponding moments. Why are you a staff? The Liua room? Odds are you're right-handed. No shit. I was gonna give you a great nickname. Wait, she's naming the hand.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
When the apostle of the golden city still walked among us, I once saw creatures like this in the southern territory. The Great Mother who granted us life, I would not dare speak her sacred name. What might she think, knowing one of her creations had gone fine? Though perhaps the thought is futile, in the end, what place in this world is not safe? Need to make a screenshot of the last one. Sounds important.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
Round and charming at first glance, but consider this, the lazy and degenerate lower creature, as the Remorians once called it, has wandered through the seas far longer than the entirety of Remoria's own sea. By that measure, the blubber beast may be closer to eternity than any empire that has ever risen, and certainly closer to the perfect sphere. That's the park. Isn't it the Memoria? Yeah. What is that? Festival. I've known that. Okay, looks like those
Not to be
rooms
sniffed
with
at.
your discoveries or stuff you want to present as a player. But also it's like a place where you preserve are. What? Okay. Sorry, I help you, I need to check. Hello? Humans! I thought the uplifting had already ended. More cases like killed us then? No way. Perhaps you were simply unlucky. Newcomers who have only recently passed the spell of the apathic interval, maybe. Greetings, newcomers. My name is Historia. I hail from the age when the Dark Dragon King rent the sky open. And you are? What is that time though? I don't know. What sort of age was that? Anyway, call me Lumi. Simon's fine. Zaytun. You're Zaytun. Wow, what? Wait. Did Simon give it nickname Dex? Ah, Dexter, you're here as well. What? Now I understand. You must be people of the present age, in which case you have come to reinforce us. That was quick. Also, Dex's real name Dexter, huh? Is it your friend? No, we call it Dex too, but it just sent me a secret signal. As such, I introduced it using the more official, more impressive sounding name. Hey, Lumine, Paimon wants a formal name and a secret code too. Ah, but now is not the time for such talk. Since Nihilita has sent you up here, that means it is finally our time to strike back. Against who? Wait a minute, we're still confused. How confused? More confused than I was the first time I looked upon Escher's painting? Does the name ring a bell? He's from a very long time ago, though. Surely not someone you know. Ah, you know what? Who knows? Maybe he really was famous. Actually, that pisses me off. Why didn't I make my mark in history? You know what? Let's just call him Mauki from now on. Mauki. Paimon feels like she might have heard that before. Ah, no. This isn't the time for that either. Let me ask you, do any of you have combat strength on par with a junior Lemurian Centurion or higher? Don't worry, Lumin can beat people up just fine. Come on then, let's head out and show them what pancreation or maybe Makaira means to you. What is he talking about? I don't get it. It's beautiful. Look, that is the center of the pillar hall of space. Now then, let us set our course for the heart of the world, a realm unreserved for the old or the young, rulers or fools. Ah, yes. Come, it's team huddle time. We have a strange meeting to hold. Does the team include me? Oh, Paimon almost forgot. Sorry, do you know how to send someone back down to the ground? I do. Then, can you tell us how to send Zaytling back? Just an ordinary person. In the past, that would have been nearly impossible, but the temple's laws and order draw close onto collapse, making it now a trivial matter. You simply need to do me a small favor. Alright, but it better be small. Oh, it's simple. Smash a few crappy guards, rescue an old friend, and escort us back to the center of the pillar hall. That doesn't sound too bad. And do you know what kind of god rules this place? Lumin is looking for her. This was once the secret call of the god of space, but she's nowhere to be found. After the mistress vanished, one of the two stewards fell from grace in the park. The one who remained, Melanta, grew increasingly severe with us. He did not descend into the mortal world, but he has descended into madness. Melanta, does that mean that the one who fell from grace is that self-absorbed Nihilita guy? Correct, the watcher who introduced death to you is one who departs, Nihilita of nothing. Huh. So it really was that big winged guy who talks to himself, doesn't care what people say, and changes the subject whenever you ask him uncomfortable questions. What does he really talk at? No matter, the two of them were once divine familiars who watched over the world from the pillar hall of space. Temple space selects people and objects from a specific historical age or a now vanished civilization, using them as the smallest possible segment. Once elevated, the chosen are preserved here as living memories forever. It doesn't sound like a very happy fate. I suspect it was not originally designed as an eternal paradise or some heaven in the sky. Still, the god of space sisters would occasionally bring things of interest into the temple and grant small pardons for acts of change. Oh, Simon gets it. This place was a spotless but dull bookshelf that the sisters then covered in stickers and stuffed with light novels. Then Melanta, driven by longing for his creator, reversed all the rules to their original form. He began purging everything that had changed, punishing anyone who broke from precedent. Huh. I gathered the courage to leave the relative safety of the temple's center, hoping I might be able to save an old friend. But my lack of pancreation training caught up with me, and I ended up getting chased by the guards and hiding in that boat earlier. Alright, that's the introduction. What's our plan? We fight our way through and save anyone we know. Fine. Looks like Melanta is the highest up the ladder we can reach for now. Hopefully we can get some answers from him.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Stabilize!
Three moons converge.
Night falls.
Not to be sniffed at.
Cool. Well, if it isn't our great master of anti-self-termination, Josephus! So, why are you here cursing all who live? Cut it out, nobody dies in the temple of space. How strange. Did you try testing the rule? Their anti-self-termination? Keep talking and a new batch of guards will be on its way. Alright, special times call for special treatment. I won't make fun of you. Lumine Zaitlin, this is Joseph. He's a friend of mine. No need to be so sentimental. Everyone here is everyone else's friend. If you can't come to love or be loved by everyone over such long periods of time, you would drown the world in sorrow. Come, let us set our course for the heart of the world, a realm not reserved for the old or the dead, for the rich or poor. I've quoted that poem before. Aren't they having a bit too much fun, considering they are not free? Memory
Perhaps
factors.
these treasures might be of utility to you.
What
on
am
your
I
journey.
collecting? What are those memory
Please.
factors?
I insist.
I also insist. Do I have to lower all of them? Wow, cool. Hey, come back! Asshole. The bridge is about to reset. No shit. Oi oi, someone is running away from something. Oi oi, what are those? Is it the process of a repeat exile to the apathic servo? It's going to be at least 15 years before we see her again.
Gather! This is order.
Oz, reveal! A new moon rises.
Close your eyes. To dust. Observe.
No, you won't have to wait 50 years. Wait, she's not here. What happened to her?
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might
She
I ask,
disappeared.
when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
I am tempted to tell him to shut up. Interrupt my speech. Why do I feel as if I was on a torture? This is high.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
I don't know, don't ask me. up here sometime. I wish I could. Easy time. Easy. Huh? Door! Auto-opening doors! Oh, you're tough.
Stabilize!
Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
There is some kind of portal there.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
Careful. Ooh, what's this? It's safer here. I don't know why, but the suppression type cards can't get in. Organization type keepers usually don't harm people either, unless you try to steal relics, that is. They think you have been gripping that suitcase this whole time. Your knuckles are all pale. Safe here, so just put it down for now, okay? Well, unless you have got stolen relics in that suitcase, but that can't be right. Since when does she have a suitcase? They didn't mention it at the start of this quest. This quest feels so choppy, as if we suddenly got stuff that weren't there before. Still, Taiwan is sure it's gotta be full of valuable items. Not really, just some things I needed to say goodbye to before leaving. Huh? Nothing. You and your sister have vastly different personalities. You knew the sister! What did you say? Have you met my sister? Did she come here before? So the Hilda you mentioned before really is... Easy now, young Zeitling. This place is safe. We can take our time talking about your sister. Shameless fellow, Hilda called you grandpa. I couldn't tell you how many years ago I was born. Still, I have heard you all speak of an age long past, and the gods waged war across the land. In my time, there were no gods living in our land at all. Have you ever seen an angel? That makes you a great-grandpa Historia. Nay. Once you get here, all are caught within stagnant space-time. Saints and commoners, wise and foolish, young and old, there is no difference. That is to say, don't call me grandpa. Then let's call each other whatever we want. I'll call you Grandpa Historia and you can call me Young Hilda. She was a good lass, but for some reason she always looked a little gloomy. Do you know those people who write to you and say, hey, I can find this, and then you don't even manage to respond to them and they suddenly find it and you are like, then why are you writing to me in the first place? Why are you wasting my time? She was a good lass, but for some reason she always looked a little gloomy. Indeed. Oh, good fuck. Hey, stop getting sentimental! Zayt's suitcase has been stolen! Hey, give it back! Why is it stealing stuff? Put away, this is going to be a difficult chase. What do we do? Don't let this get you down, Zayt. I have a theory. Namin, come with me. Ample space, memory core. Over the memory factor. Aha. Why is space related to memory though?
Solidify!
Surge. New moons converge.
To dust.
There it is! Oh, thank goodness! Looks like we have only recovered a small part of Lane's stuff, though. Then, it's as I suspected, your suitcase and everything inside it have been classified as relics of this age. The rest were likely dispersed and placed in other areas. Don't worry, Zaytwin will find them together. Thank you all. Didn't you say that you want to say goodbye to those things? Then shall I tell you about the themed areas? Okay, tell us. I'm listening. Besides people like us, some landscapes, relics, and even ecosystems were also uplifted to display. The temple was originally meant to preserve them as segments of human culture, though some gradually developed their own functions. Take for example the Luyang Academy from ancient Yuan. It has now become an area devoted to art painting. Then there's Venipi, a laborer who wants old stone for the mausoleum of King Deshret. Under orders, he rebuilt a desert-style complex called the Desert Pavilion. Last is my personal favorite, the Mahavaipulya Chamber. Besides ancient texts, it also contains new novels written by some of the uplifted. But since the purpose of the Temple space is preservation rather than evolution, they were also the first to face punishment. So, if we go to those 3 places, we can find the things they lost, right? You could also free those areas and rescue the others, if it's not too much trouble, of course. Oh boy, Storia, that's gonna run you extra. I wouldn't put it like that. We should go help everyone and find my things along the way. The personal effects are of utmost importance here, Len. You are, after all, someone who lives in the present. This place is but an anthology of the past. It has no future, whereas you still have yours. That makes your needs the most important. Do you understand? In the end, a living person may amount to nothing more than a name on a gravestone. Even so, a name carries countless memories, as well as the stories and strength passed on through them. Young Caitlin. Let us return and rest for now. I suspect you still have many questions. Paradise. Well.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
So, we are going to use the portal. Are we not? Portal my ass. Within the temple space, you will sometimes find paintings that have pockets of space filled inside them. By overlapping the image in the painting with the corresponding scene in reality, Dex can restore the space or trapped within the painting, and manifest objects from the painting into the wall. The closer the painting is to the actual scene, the brighter the light emitted by the frame will be. Dex can also retrieve or reproject the artwork.
Be silent.
I forgot. Last time we played Genshin, I didn't in the end go visit Columbina. Tasty!
Stabilize!
By royal decree!
Close your eyes.
Be silent. To dust.
Not to be sniffed at.
Stupid pillar! You were supposed to help me, not be here.
Solidify! Gather! Stabilize!
Someone save me.
Gather!
Ah,
Stabilize!
so annoying.
Ready for a rehearsal?
Sure.
We are in Spain!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
Is that his dim star? It looks more like a crack in reality. Abstract stuff. That ink meant for something creepy, not this fiber. Today. It won't open to me. How about giving it a real nasty kick? Kick forcefully. How is it? I can't feel my leg. Well, that hurt. Move the camera left and right to look for the ink. Ah, here you are.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Wait, where are we?
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Dirt. Make sure you watch out for the deep meaning that isn't abstraction. Abstraction. Okay.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Solidify!
Odds revealed! Surge.
Observe. To dust.
I put pillar in the painting. Johnny, what did you do? Human popped out. Yeah, well, that's weird.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey.
Mountains cannot crush the bird spirit through riven clouds. The sky at last appears. I'm free. Hilda Dex and my new friend, please accept my thanks. I'm her younger sister, Zaytwin. Oh, why? You two look so alike. Yes, I've been told that a lot. And who are these two? My name is Paimon, and this is Lumin. It was Historia's commission that brought us here. In that case, let's dispense with the introduction. Do you possess any degree of martial skill, preferably of the sort that might see off the legatos of Remoria? Just how did you come up with that description? Ah, this goes back to how a certain border fortress rose to prominence when Remoria was destroyed. One day, after much time had passed, an old man arrived at its gate, claiming to be the acting master of the Guhua clan. One day, the two sides fell to arguing. When the Remurian commander said that he was in charge of music in the army, the acting master fought with weak. But in truth, the greater your musical mastery, the higher you rank in the Remurian military. And this commander, why, he had already undergone petrification. By the way, I don't know if you have heard of this, but everyone in the Remurian inner circles was transformed into Ichor, becoming semi-immortal golems. So when the acting master channeled his inner energies into a single strike, he only wound up hurting his own hand. He then spoke harshly, lamenting the lack of successors to the Guhwakan's secret arts and the withering of talent on the vine in his era. Why, so he claimed he didn't even possess a vision. Of course, he wouldn't have been selected if he had won in the first place. After enduring the apathic interval, we could no longer receive visions. But anyway, back to our sword. What do you do? They can't get visions when they undergo this weird ritual? The commander shot back with choice words of his own, claiming that the legacy of Lemuria were far more terrifying than he could ever be. Sure, full story, Paimon supposes. Also, don't worry, Lumine is 1000% got what it takes to defeat the Legatus. With both hands tied behind my back, even. Best that I keep a low profile, eh? That's great. By the way, why were you in the painting, and what are those humanoid ink blobs? This is how Melanta delivers punishment. Sealing people into paintings and smashing them into ink blobs. Just like my cage, which was encased in layers of paint. So the ink blobs we saw back there were actually people? Yes. Now a word to the wise. The more realistic a painting is, the more fitting a cage it is to ensconce your spirit. After all, its essence may be grasped at a glance. As such, expect hidden secrets lurking behind any realistic paintings you find here. And what should we do next? This is not the right place for such talk. Let's head back first. We're out of the pattern. We sure made it back quickly. This place truly is full of wonder. It is indeed fabulous, comparable to the finishing touch from Rex Fluffy's hand which brought stone to life. And with the power of your heart and mind, you can really turn those lifelike paintings into reality. Wait. He mentioned the Rex Fluffy. Anyway, what's our next plan of action? The key to restoring the entire library lies in completing the final illuminating stroke, but before we do that, we must first restore this painting. Once the heavenly heart emerges, the four horizons fade. What? What a commanding name! That's Inazuman preferences in painting names for you. Theoretically, we should be able to complete the missing part of the painting in the Tower of Radiant Light. But with our path bared, it seems we can only head to the abode of resplendent talent to see if we can reach the Tower of Radiant Light from there. Wait, it was behind this door the whole time? Paimon had Lumine kick this thing, full force. Lumine is strong enough to level mountains, but the door didn't even budge. Is your foot numb? Yeah. Probably because this door was manifested from the painting through the mind. As such, it doesn't exist as physical matter as we know it. Historia once mentioned that he had a teacher named Aristocles, who was always saying that mind prevails over matter. I guess this is what they meant. Aristocles! Huh. Who is next? Socrates? But leveling mountains, you say? That would make you just as powerful as H-Taha. Speaking of which, Yu Huangyi from the Mahai Vaikuria chamber told me that H-Taha already existed back in his era. Can you give me a timeline, please? As such, the so-called finishing touch that brought the dragon to life was nothing more than a legend. The invention of later generations, a fine story all the same, of course. And did you realize something from that? I just told him, you have ruined the precious memory, you know that. I can relate. Never mind, just take it as a fun little anecdote. Anyway, since the door was born from painting, a painter must open it. Allow me to do that for you. Why do I have the feeling that most of the conversations in this quest don't make sense? I logically read them, but I don't understand what they're talking about at all. It kind of feels like they're disjoint so much as if someone cuts through a lot. You don't seem very surprised. That's because Lumine has been through even crazier stuff. Lots of extraordinary adventures, huh? Guess I shouldn't even be surprised if you have saved the world before. She and her brother were separated by an awful god. What? The main goal of our adventure is to find her lost sibling. Blooming can understand how you feel. I hope you find your siblings and may you live a life of peace and happiness. Simon's sorry, she forgot that you won't. Please, don't apologize. It was my fault for bringing it up. Also, that's not what I meant. I really hope that your wish comes true. Thank you, Lakeland. Alright, open sesame! Let's get moving. All that outside the window. Wait. And the post is taking us through. Wait, I didn't read it. These photos. They were painted using a camera, yes? Painted? Back then, your sister told us of something capable of creating pictures even more lifelike than the most realistic painting. We all wondered what it would be like. It's a shame that she didn't have a camera, nor did she have a picture painted by it on hand. Now that I've seen one myself, it does look incredibly lifelike. Now that's for feeling smug, machines have taken realism to its natural end, but there's still room for imagination, you know? Not exactly, no matter how realistic the painting, it still carries the painter's emotions and aesthetic stance. Though some of the colors can be found in the real world, you can really feel the painter's heart from the way said colors are used. Even the most realistic paintings carries within it minor details of fiction, exaggeration, lore. That's where the artistic aesthetics and craft come into play. Okay, it's not like Paimon doesn't get it. Paimon just wanted to compliment you so she could ask you to, maybe draw something for us later. Don't you already have Albedo's painting of you? Paimon wants to see what a more expressive version of her would look like, though. Thank you so much. They think, could Paimon have a look? Sure, these photos were taken during my sister's vacation. The passerby she asked was really bad at photography, so some photos only show the top of her head poking out from the bottom. But I can't tell that she's smiling happily all the same. Sorry to let you see that. The lighting and composition of these photos are terrible. There's no sense of depth or layering at all. Not that bad. I think these are the best photos. If your sister hadn't insisted on only showing her head, these would have been the worst of scenic paintings. Scenic photos. But thanks to her, they have become memories and proof of her presence there. I think I get what you mean. Why are those dialogues so wooden? I found my stuff. Let's keep helping Daozi out, shall we? I think the painting there leads to the abode of resplendent talent. See if you can find a way to the Tower of Radiant Light from there. That said, I won't be joining you for your next journey. I'll head back to the central area to let others know we're safe, and I'll be back in no time. Whether I succeed or not, I should have enough time to see you again on my way back. Not gonna lie, it's so annoying.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The wanton cruelty of the few is not worth our ire. Not to be sniffed at.
Mauki! Hello, my name is Escher. I'm a painter. Oh, so you're the Mauki that the story I was talking about, the one who did all those amazing paintings. Wait, Simon just remembered. Have we met before? No. Wait, what was that? Did you see that? The entire screen glitched. No, and Escher was my birth name, so... Oh really? Do you have any brothers who suddenly disappeared? I'm afraid not. Anyway, please come with me. I will take you somewhere safe. Good evening? It's not evening yet. It's afternoon, I would say. When exactly does evening start? But we're not looking for a safe place. We're here to solve the problem. If that's the case, you should also come with me. I'll take you where you need to go. These guys, the world starts glitching when he appears. Weird guy. Whatever. Let's follow him and see what he's up to. Well. That's because you're in different time zones. Here it's like 4 p.m. Well, almost 5. Something feels off. No shit. Huh? Have we reached the end? Ambush! In the world within the painting, the spreading ink is a terrifying tide that can consume everything, and getting within its reach will cause you to take continuous damage. With Dick's help, seize and unfold the paintings to construct paths that didn't exist before and escape the spreading ink. What did Simon mean by saying it's an ambush again? I wasn't ambushed before! That looks like something inspired by Silent Hill. I don't know. I never played Silent Hill, and I don't think Silent Hill has anything in relation to painting.
this an answer from this world?
Oh no. Are we getting a painting? Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. Looks like things went smoothly for you guys too. Now, can you believe it? We ran into fake Escher. Filled Ozzy in about what just happened. This must be Melanta working from behind the curtain. To him, names are nothing but a string of numbers slapped onto us when we arrived here. How would he know that Malky was a nickname that Escher's grandfather and father gave him in his childhood? It was not a fog, it was an ink. It was even described on the screen when we entered the space. I was reading it aloud. And it was a dark ink, not a fog. Because we were inside a painting and were being chased by a wave tide of ink. But as it turned out, everyone here gets along so well that you all call him that now. Just because we're somewhat unsettled by his painting doesn't mean we dislike him. It's just that messing with space is a great issue around here. That only makes Paimon want to see his work even more. You will get the chance to see it, I'm sure. Now that we have got the whole set of paintings, one stroke is all we need to connect them. Allow my clumsy hand to provide a finishing touch. After all, I did coach Canoe on his View landscapes painting. He won't mind me adding a little something. Through this painting, you should be able to reach the pavilion of paintings at the center. Once you're inside, try reaching out and plucking the heavenly heart. It just occurred to me, adding a feet to the dragon and dotting the eyes of the dragon are both sayings concerning dragons. Wow! Einstein! Discovery of the ages! But their meanings are worlds apart. They sure are. Can you please explain the meaning of the sayings before you drop it on me? Are we at the pavilion of paintings? Abstract art. I wouldn't call it abstract art, it looks like a fallen space. Oh. What's that?
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
Here you are. I was right. What is that? It floats in space as if it was nothing. Look, this is so easy. Oh, it's a scroll! That's so cool, actually. Look, people changed back from little ink blocks into people. Taco? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Kanu, Yoshitoshi, Bosch, Bosch. You have all come back to life! Ah, yeah, and I never want to paint another screen again. Good to have you back, Lubin Paimon and our young Zaytli. I owe you all a great deal. You really look like Hilda. No shit, man. She's my older sister. I know, this old man is still got an eye for people. Speaking of which, Zaytlin, come here for a moment. Wow.
Not to be
So
sniffed
many
at.
rewards. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Malky anywhere. Did he end up trapped in the desert pavilion? That's on you lot. Why did you lure him into the construction site anyway? We weren't excluding him or anything. We just wanted him to show the people from the desert pavilion how shocking the spatial distortion is. After all, they're the ones who are so obsessed with space. Messing with space might break the rules around here. He's probably been forcibly exiled by Melanta by now. Most likely. Farhan, do you even know what game are we playing?
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past affairs. He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the wild hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness.
Okay. These melons. Are they ripe? Huh? Simon means, are you sure they're ready to eat? That doesn't matter. Caitlin, the two of us used to teach your sister how to draw. That's her signature. And since it's her stuff, you should be the one to keep them and take them away from this place. What do you think of this painting? How should I put it? Some people can paint on par with masters in their teenage years, and so they spend the rest of their lives searching for paintings imbued with childlike innocence. I can neither discern a masterful temper nor childlike innocence from Hilda's pain. Instead, it is tinged with sadness. Isn't the sadness conveyed by painting the fruits impressive enough? Really, are you telling me this painting is devoid of childlike charm and doesn't look like a master's work? Talent and diligent practice are prerequisites for cultivating the spirit of a master. So, why don't you forget what you have taught and do another painting? You guys are hilarious. I'm not doing another painting. I've experienced it once already, and I find it quite interesting. But just as a canvas, once colored, cannot return to pristine white, how could I possibly forget what I've learned? Let the mediocre piece be as it is. Is that so? So it's just a mediocre piece? And yet she still signed her name on it. Yes, when we artists take commissions, we always use secret signatures to sign our work. So she named the painting Long Live Life, and then she left. What do you think? Are you going to take her painting with you? No, let it stay where it belongs. Such paintings may become lost and destroyed in less than 100 years if brought outside. Better let it repose in eternal peace here with you. I see. Looks like everything is going smoothly. Historia, what are you doing here? Daozi told me that you had arrived at the Yuang Academy, so I came along with him. How is the search going? Have you found what you were looking for this time, they think? I have. Could you tell me what it was that landed in the Yuang Academy this time? This is the place of painters, after all. And to tell the truth, I haven't the foggiest what it might be. Photo from my sister's camera. A camera? I've heard people talking about such devices before. You're falling behind. The painters have all heard about cameras from Zaytin's sister. That's because people here focus on the visual art. It's normal that she would talk to them about it. The thing I discussed most with Hilda was philosophy. Philosophy! It's hard to imagine my sister talking about this with someone as knowledgeable as you. Oh, you flatter me. We weren't getting into any deep or complex debate. We were just chatting about how to look at the everyday things around us. For example, the most fundamental question of philosophy is whether one should or shouldn't end it all tomorrow. Huh? Allow me to explain. In a sense, our inquiry into the world is a search for the very meaning of our existence within it. Whether we are children seated upon the gods' knees, or merely echoes in the winds of inconstant time. All of that is too far removed. How can an ordinary person weigh themselves against the universe? For most, the world is no more than their own life. If we one day discover that everything is destined to return to nothingness in the far future, would our lives now still hold meaning? Or should our lives be a shoreless sea of suffering to begin with? Then the world may in truth be but a collection of agony. In either case, there is no difference between living and not. In the latter, death might even be called a relief. Simon doesn't think that's right. Not that she knows how to argue against you, though. And what was my sister's response? Never mind that. I was the one arguing that even if life is inherently meaningless, we should still choose to live it. Ah, seems you haven't heard. I saw my sister's tombstone back at the sanatorium. Thanks for trying to save her, in the end. What's written on her epitaph? One lifetime does count. That's what it says. I see. Say to him. I can hardly believe it myself, and I wish I could say something to take your pain away. Give me some time, though. You don't have to say anything. I thought I would cry the moment I saw her tombstone, but as it turned out, I was unusually calm. It would have been better if I had cried. That's not what I meant. Anyway, you'll understand later. Why are we suddenly talking of the meaning of life? Did Hilda kill herself?
Gather!
Thanks for trying to kill me.
Wayne.
Be silent, to dust. Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
Cabbage! 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 I almost fell! We are coming back to church, I guess. How to get back? Where is my portal? Hello? I need a portal. Hello? Maybe I could just teleport back. Ay 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 ya. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I feel as if we were in a church. I don't like the feeling. Oh, there's a test. I kinda like going this direction.
Stabilize!
You don't like me, do you?
Oz, reveal the...
Observe, be silent. The long sleep beckons.
My perfect ferryman. My
not to be
perfect
sniffed at.
ferryman. Wah 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 wah. Ah. Open. It can be opened from this side. Within the temple space, you will see the keepers who are transporting this elemental cube. They can only move along fixed trajectories. When in active state, these keepers can swallow the elemental cube. Transport type D keepers have both high altitude and low altitude modes. With Dex help, you can toggle between the two modes to easily retrieve elemental cubes from various terrain. When in their low altitude mode, the transport type keeper movement speed increases. Okay. When hydrocubes, pyrocubes, and dendrocubes are next to each other, they will react in pairs and then dissolve. You can use geocubes or space cubes to separate these cubes to ensure smooth transportation. Hey, this is like playing a snake. It ate it. Huh? I'm sorry, what happened?
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey.
I
Please,
can see
I insist.
something here. Wait, we are not supposed to do this. We're supposed to do that. Where's the next portal? Maybe we should have gone to Desert Pavilion instead. Sounds easier. Oh, who's that? The wretched guardian. I was gone for barely a moment, and it's already folded this entire place up. Just as the glorious holy sovereign, his majesty warned. Beings that transcend humanity must be consumed by the blazing sun's fire. Holy sovereign Pitaku. His majesty Kalon. Who the fuck are you? I don't know you.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Maybe I'll just fly there.
Observe. Be silent. To dust.
Floppy like a fish.
Not to be sniffed at.
Paper person, I'm going to finally do something. I'm going to all of you. What are you going to do, paper person?
Stabilize!
Oz, reveal the...
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Lunar crystallite.
The night cometh.
Pa 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 pa. Hello, Ramhilda and our new friend. Oh, Tex is here too. I am Zaitlin, her sister. Oh, I see. You two look so alike. My name is Okikuni. As later generations would account it, I should be from the era when yokai roamed the land, before Narukami unified the Thundering Archipelago. I'm Calcerius. I am from the Remurian era. And I am Yu Huangyi. I come from the era when Shanhai Fort stood at the foot of Mount Yanheng, and the Gili Assembly had not yet been founded. Just a heads up, besides the newcomers from the borderlands, all Remurians are made of rock. Don't freak out when you see them. For the last time, it's icorification. I will show you made of rock, you. Actually, I'm wondering if this is like a similar process to which in Honkai Star Rail, especially in Amphoreus, the Titan King were created. Because when you go through Castrum Kremnos in Honkai Star Rail, you can see the murals that show how the Titan King army was created. And the process also involved golden blood, which golden blood is ichor. So icorification could be said to be involved in the process of creating the army of Titan King. And Titan King also in Honkai Star Rail look very like a walking rock army. And when you defeat them in battle, they also kinda get brittle and fall apart like a sand rock kinda. So it makes me wonder if this process of icorification that was supposed to save Remorians from the destruction of their country was somehow similar to the Titan King creation. Whoa, we have got one person seamlessly switching between 3 different personas here. That's because we're all stuck inside these gates. Quiet you, if you hadn't gone and rewritten Erinius, would we even be in this mess? Ah, I see it. This is clearly an Okikuni. This place is called the Mahavaipulya Chamber. You can call it the Mahavaipulya Hall or the Mahavaipulya Archives, whichever you prefer. As you can see, we have been condemned to exile, pressed between these pages. Is it a giant rock book? Hey, can you get Tex to restore me first? We can talk after. No shit. Within the temple space, you can occasionally find the restoration core that stores spatial manipulation data. By reverse engineering these cores, text can unfold and restore space that was previously folded. They got smashed between pages. Well, the paper people have become solid people, and one of them is made of rock. I can only say, this feels so good! When was the last time I had a good stretch? So, how did you guys get turned into paper in the first place? Okikuni got so fired up reading the Liyue novels written by later generations that he wanted to dive in and join the adventure. He wanted to see if he had the strength of an entry-level centurion, so he got turned into a paper person. Cut it out! Be serious! We have been swapping fun stories ever since we were selected to come here. Guess our earthly instincts never really left us, though, because we fell back into the habit of writing novels. Though the relentless torment and tempering within the apathic intervals fought to erode our will and desire, it somehow aligned with the ancient art of severing the tree death itself. You know about that? But even if the tiny creative spark fades, a single good idea will suffice to bring it back to life. Indeed, the apathic interval has stripped away my faith in phobos, but I still get the urge to write every once in a while. And then, of course, we got punished by the guards. It's not hard to see why. Anyone who lays eyes on what Okikuni wrote can't help but exclaim, "What's this weird stuff you write?" But you know what? It's got a kick to it. Mind you, it helps that the original work by those who came after in Liyue was excellent to begin with. Ah, so it's a mobile game. That explains a lot. I don't play mobile games at all. Don't rub it in. They will start thinking that you are being serious. Melanta classified our work as polluted. He claimed that it blurred the line between fact and fiction, sullying what should be a pure and proper cultural landscape. Admittedly, our stories were shelved right alongside actual historical works and academic papers. His principles are one thing, the stuff you write is another. By the way, Zaitlin, which of the 5 Yaksha's generals do you like the most? What is that question? He's like, hey, by the way, which Yaksha do you like the most? Nobody asked, but he's just there asking. Your sister read these stories with you when you were younger, right? She said Ritras was her favorite. Aha, so this is why that. We had already been pressed into a paper slip by the time she arrived, but she thought nothing of it and chatted with us for a bit. I like Alatus. He seems really strong and resilient. Neither my sister nor I could ever be as tough as he is. Wow! Girl, you could have met the guy. He's still around. Just a side note, how do we restore this place and rescue the others? What? That's hardly a side note. It's serious business. You could have put Paimon there with how much you're talking. The thing that Dex just touched is the key. Whenever space is manipulated, it leaves a residual trail of its own reversal. As for what it's called, We haven't given it a name yet. We'll have to come up with one, though, or it's going to be a pain to talk about. I think we should call it the Archaeology Stone. Please don't. We're digging through deep mysteries to unlock them, so archaeology, but with a key. No, I am all for Hope Key, Dope Key. It's more fitting. At the end of the day, hope is what remains within. Why are you coming up with such stupid names? This is such a hassle. The two of us are doing all the heavy lifting. The three of us are doing all the heavy lifting, so we should get to name it. We'll call it the Restoration Corps. No objections allowed. Sirius is made of stone, so of course he has goofy expression. He doesn't have a face, he has a stone. He has a mask, more like. I don't really mind. Once this place is completely liberated, we probably won't ever have to see it again. I would say it would be best if nothing like it never exists again. Fair enough. Well, you have our thanks for taking care of this. Since the three of us combined barely have the strength of an entry-level rookie soldier, we'll sit this one out. Huh. You have clearly overestimated yourself as a Remurian, just as you have overestimated the average strength of an average Remurian soldier. The library entrance is right over there. With Dex power, you should be able to find the hidden door in no time. You can return to the main hall in the center now. You will be safe there. That's where Historia and Josephus are waiting. You guys get yourselves out of harm's way as planned. I will act as their guide for this leg of the journey. Be careful, you haven't finished your novel yet. We'll let everyone know we are safe, and then we'll come straight back. Please don't get turned into paper again.
Not to be sniffed at.
Aye.
Gather!
By royal decree! Surge! A new moon rises!
Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
I don't see anything here that needs to be unfolded. Oh wait, here. What are those? Investigate. Tomato and rabbit. Oh. Kitty thing. Hey, 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 hey. Kitty train can go further. I don't know, it looks like snake. Ooh. Grass. Wow, grass. And at least we got
Perhaps
some
these
chests.
treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
Are you old enough to remember what Snake was? It was a mobile game. Everyone played it when I was a child. I am so old. Hi.
Stabilize!
Wait. Blue moons converge.
Observe. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Hard to touch grass in a temple space. The grass is all preserved for future generations that need to touch grass. I also played it too much, according to my mom. Well, that was the age of boredom. Snake was our only hope. Sesame! Open! Wow, that's a very small opening.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
I don't know, stop asking me that question or I will do something. Hasty. This basic stuff. Nostalgia is real. Oh, Tilly. Tilly!
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Ooh. Room! know what? Imagine that someone had this kind of power. Imagine how convenient it would be to live. Like, you come into some room and you just wave a hand and the room gets bigger.
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows, chattering away endlessly about their past affairs. Not to be sniffed at.
Oh no, there's more of them.
Gather!
Oz, reveal!
Observe to dust.
Observe to dance.
Do you fear the dark?
How can you explore places using that kind of power? When my point was that you can kind of make your, like, you can keep your house small when you don't use it and make it bigger when you use it, you know? But only inside, outside it's still the same, you know?
Goodness, how the world has changed.
Like, you
Might
are
I
saving
ask, when did the
space!
custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
What? Elevator. There's only half. It's more complicated than I thought.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the wild hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness. Powerful tumbling. Ah!
Stabilize!
By royal surge.
Be silent. Night falls. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Gather!
Beware the creatures of the night.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how this guy lifted heavy objects. No. The extra space ability would be used to hide stuff. I would steal, like it's expensive, tiresome vibe. Stealing is bad. Don't steal. Ah, it's a trap! Zeppelin, are you okay? That was a nasty fall. Lumine had my back. I was a little scared, but I'm fine. I'm sorry, I keep dragging you down. No, you don't. Well, I know I am dead weight. No one so much as gave a hoot about little old me. What do you mean? Didn't Paimon grab onto you and Lumine just now? You weren't pulling us upwards. You're using me as a buffer. Uncle Huai, Paimon can fly. She wouldn't even have fallen if she wasn't trying to help you and Lumine. Oh yeah, alright. It's all my fault for being so heavy, I guess. Sydney smiled. We make a great team, Uncle Huai. I know, I was just messing around. Don't wind yourself up too tight, Frequent. We may curl up first. How can we go back up, though?
Goodness.
That was
how
very,
the
very
world has
unfair.
changed.
That
Might I
little
ask, when
asshole.
did the custom of placing treasure chests
Shut
in
the
every
fuck up! I love him. I really do. But every time he starts speaking over me, I want to scream and tell him to shut the fuck up. Wait, that Huan Yi just said something. Ah, I get it. Mora, like Morax, something decreed by heaven. What did he say? I don't like it when those little dialogues they are having are not voiced. Because I can't pay attention to what they're talking about. Well, look, the room got even bigger than it was before. These are the letters we wrote to each other, my sister and I. They must be really personal. Let's not look through them, Lumine. It's no big deal, really, just family stuff. She was bored at the sanatorium and wrote them to pass the time. She wrote about how the air was fresh, how there were old people everywhere, how comfortable it was in the mountains, but also how dull it was. She said that she often went to the sanatorium graveyard to read the epitaph. She wanted to learn the stories of those who never returned home, those who found their final rest upon the mountain instead. She wrote that the sanatorium itself was about to be demolished, that she had to emerge from the shadow of the past. And then one day she wrote to me and said, She was going somewhere far away, and that I shouldn't worry. Ah. No way, your sister was really upbeat and talkative when she came here. Then I came to the temple beneath Windrest Peak and saw her gravestone, perched on a lonely mountain in a strange and distant land. Oh no, Paimon made you talk about the sad stuff again, and she doesn't know how to comfort you either, so... You don't have to comfort me. You don't have to comfort me, the latter half of life, nothing but a serious farewell. It's like writing in the sand, here one moment scattered by the next. Apologies, I really didn't know. I never could have guessed that something like this would happen. When she arrived, the selection process for elevation was already a mess. Everyone was in low spirits. Time, which was already at a standstill, lost all meaning then. It turned into true nothingness. Her arrival brought a spark of life we hadn't seen in a long time. She was a really good person. That's right. I'm really sorry to say this, but I didn't ask for your names just now because I came with the intention of saying goodbye. I didn't plan on meeting anyone new, because I didn't want to say even more goodbyes. We don't really mind. What matters is that we know each other now, right? Farewells are the seed of reunion. Going on adventures with lively people is not so bad. I never imagined I would have a chance like this after growing up. That's exactly how your sister made us feel too. And now that we have found what they've been lost, we just have to fix the restoration core, right?
Not to be sniffed at.
Stabilize!
Why are you here?
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey.
Ah,
Please, I insist.
There you are, asshole. Why are you so high? How can I get there? Ah, like this. It's okay, I was just saying it as an objective statement that I simply just don't get it. Because it's not something I would want to do. I don't get it why other people would want to do it, you know? But like, I don't drive a car, so I don't get it how people can drive cars. How they don't get scared or something. But forget that other people can drive cars.
Changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests
They're grey cats! Kato! There's a Kato here! Cute book! Nah, a quest. Where's the last restoration core? I believe it's hidden in this book. This book is called Tale of the Lock Knight Eirini. Serious translation of Eirini. It's more of a rewrite than a translation though. Historia spoke very highly of it after his read. He said it captured the precise moment when realism collapses into nominalism. Simon has no idea what that means. I would love to read it. Okay, anyway, do you have an idea how we can retrieve the restoration core? As I said before, we can use the power of this library to manifest seeds. The restoration core should be hidden in the book. You'll need to enter the book and go on an adventure. It's time for you to experience what it's like to be a paper person, huh? But I'm a hero in 3 dimensions. If anything happens, Paimon and Dex will come save you. I need the greatest guy to save us. You're unbelievable. Fine, Paimon will go with you. Uncle Huang Yi, this is super important, so don't mess up, okay? Actually, the restoration success might rest entirely with Miss Zaprin. What? Melanta has reviewed and tampered with this text. It's filled with a great deal of unwarranted malice. And I am too familiar with both Eirini and the original Eirini. My heart lacks the power to alter the scenes in time. Put another way, my perception of the story is irrevocably locked on its tragedy, but it must be rewritten to have a happy ending. So what do? We'll need Zapling to neutralize every crisis that emerges in the text and steer the plot towards a happy ending. Are you really going to put their safety in my hands? And you even want me to imagine good things happening out of the blue? I can't do it. I can't do anything right. We believe in you. We aren't just living, we are adventuring. Fortune favors the bold, you know. Heavens helps those who help themselves. Alright, I will try. Ah, we fell down, that's why it didn't go up. There's a hole here. I didn't know. Why is he making the sounds that aren't straight? Press the extend point to create a new space. It's like a game. No! Come back! We didn't pick the thingy, did we? Ah, this is how it is. Ah, we are being chased by evil. Phew, that was a unique experience. How are you feeling? It's nice to be three-dimensional. Thanks, Zaitlin. No need to thank me. The stakes were much higher for you. And even more space! They came back! Evil cubes disappeared with the power of friendship. Amazing! Melanda's control over this area will finally be broken. One more thing, Zaitlin. What's the matter? I misspoke a moment ago. I would like to correct myself. Living is a grand adventure, and life is a long journey. I've held on for this long. Where are the good things I was supposed to find? You met Lumine, Paimon, and me, and then you came here. It might be a complete mess at the moment, but to be chosen to come here and attain eternity is a 1 in a million chance. You said you wanted to stay here a while ago, right? What do you think? Would you like to stay? This is a good place. Everyone lives in harmony, you are all wise and pure of heart. But we can talk about that later. Let's get back first. I wonder how Okikuni and Calcerius are doing. You did it! You guys are amazing! In terms of strength, you are at the very least an entry-level Legion commander. You say that, but even amongst entry-level Legion commanders, you have got Golem Conquerors, Arbiters, Aspirant Arbiters, and Arbiter Golem Hybrid. You can put them on the same tier. You keep your mouth shut. The last Restoration 4 has been hidden in your stupid novel this whole time. All I can think about right now is landing a fist right in your face. I'm icorified. Your hand is the only thing that will hurt. That's exactly why I haven't used my Guhua arts to hit you yet. Lol.
Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
You stop at the top of the bookshelf on one side. It's safe here. What is it, my golden friend? Nothing, I'm just a little curious, that's all. Here, it's high up and you can see far and wide. It's a good place to hide. In our Kalpul, being on the ground is considered dangerous. Even if the great rulers above us don't decide to wipe us out on a whim, the other Kalpuli will still come to plunder us. Perching on the cliffs and in the trees like the Quetzals allow us to flee calamity before it strikes. Besides, Vindia says that she wishes to see me fly. She wants to sing of riding a giant bird in a story of adventure. Are you sure she isn't putting you on? No, Vindia is a very good person, maybe even as good as the Lord of the Crossroads. They're both such kind people. Both of this stuff. But it's amazing just how you two flew all the way up there. This is for you. Consider it proof of our friendship. Now I must think about how we can fly even higher to stay out of danger's reach. Neither the great rulers nor the conquerors who revel in flying are here. It is true. But I'm already used to having a means of escape wherever I am.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Not that easy. Come back here, you asshole.
goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
I don't know.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity.
Richness and complexity of humanity.
The wanton
Trap your trap. Evil. Wow, so many. Okay, I am done. This for today. Looks like this exploration takes longer than I thought. No. Why would I avoid anime when anime are literally existing in every genre imaginable? You have comedies, tragedies, fluff. You have shonen, seinen, shoujo, josei. Have tons of different audiences and different genres. Most action-packed anime don't have any gore, especially shonen ones, because shonens are for people between ages 12 to 18, so they try not to have any gore in them. If you find any gore in any anime, it's definitely not for shonen audience or shoujo, it's seinen or josei at best, for people above 18. You mean those? No, I wasn't interested. I watched so many shonen when I was a child that Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen just aren't interesting anymore. It just feels like rewatching something that I already saw before, just more gory. No thank you, I don't like it. I am the child of Naruto and Gintama. No choice, man. There are better anime to watch, just saying. Many slice of life have better story than those two. I actually hear people praising Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen not that much, especially recently people were very disappointed with where the story was going. Didn't I just mention that I'm a child of Naruto? I was the one who was raised with Naruto, but I didn't watch Bleach, I was reading the manga. I only read the manga, I never watched the anime because, I don't know, I have this thing that sometimes I have like a feeling that I only want to read something as a comic and never watch it as an anime, or I have the reverse feel. Sometimes I only watch something as an anime and don't read it at all as a manga, and sometimes another time I have like I do both. So, for example, with Naruto, it was airing when I was a child in TV, but later we didn't have access to more episodes. They never were released in our country. So the only thing we could do was reading, and when I started reading Shippuden, I saw no reason and didn't feel any desire to watch the Shippuden anime anymore. While with Bleach, I was reading the manga since the first chapter till the last, and never felt the urge to watch the anime. While with Gintama, I was like watching an anime, reading the manga, and also watching anime again. You just said that you dislike reading comic books, which are mostly pictures with dialogue. I don't want to sound mean, but that sentence that you just typed sounds like someone who is illiterate would write down. I didn't like reading and writing when I was a child. But it was mostly because when you go to school, they never give you like any book that interests you. So that spark for reading doesn't appear until you find a book that actually resonates with you. So for me, anime and manga were those. Like when I was watching anime resonated with me, and then I started reading comics because the difference is only that the comics is not animated, anime is animated, that's the difference. The story is mostly the same. Gintama is a so-called gag manga. It's like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is also a gag manga. It's like it's a lot of comedy, but Gintama has also like those very serious arcs in between the comedic episodes. Now they are still being comedic even during those very serious, very important arcs, yeah. But those important arcs are like where the actual story happened, and they are all usually like interspaced with the several random one episode stories that are just pure insanity. And the references. Gintama is the most known for pure insanity and the thousands of references to other anime and manga. So when I was watching Gintama, I was watching it in my language, and the team that was translating the subtitles was adding additional subtitles to let us know which thing in the anime is a reference to what. So I was like watching the anime and pausing it to read the additional notes because they were like, this is referencing this from this manga and this anime. You really sound like an illiterate person. I understand that school is organized in such a way that doesn't encourage learning, but reading and learning is something that we should do every day. Because if we don't do it, we get stupider and easier to manipulate. That's why we need to keep reading, keep learning, but in the way that is the best for us, the way that excites us, because school is really kind of made for exciting stuff, you know. It doesn't try to teach you in a way that makes you curious, that makes you excited to know stuff. But when you learn on your own, you read on your own, it actually sparks something. No, there were like Gintama had so many references that it would be impossible to know all of them. Some of them were really old anime that I didn't even know existed. Like I said, anime is kind of like Hollywood, but for animation. You can find every anime for everything, literally. You just need to dig in a bit. The same with comics. The manga, the manhwa, that is Korean version. If you dig hard enough, you'll find everything. And I will be this annoying adult person now and tell you, go find something that you really like, and instead of watching it, read it. I assure you that you will love reading that thing. Do you understand what I am saying? American comics is something completely else than anime and manga. Those are completely two different worlds. Especially considering that Batman is a superhero story. And manga, like the Naruto, Bleach, and others, are not necessarily superhero, even though the protagonist needs to defeat the evil guys, blah blah blah. It's a different type of story. Yes, that's why I said, when you feel like reading is a chore, you won't feel that it's worth doing, that it's fun. But when you are engaging with something that you actually like, that you actually enjoy, then the reading is completely different thing. Like when I was watching anime, Naruto, like when I was watching Naruto, when I was a child, it resonated with me, I liked it very much, and when I was reading the story, it hooked me. I was reading it as it was going on, every week waiting for the new chapter, yeah? When you like something, it's not a chore. You are sitting there waiting for it to appear. You're waiting for more volumes. You're waiting where the story is going. What will happen? It's completely different thing than reading at school when they give you lectures that they are supposed to teach you stuff. I mean, they are important, but some of them are really boring. Most of them are really boring. Like when I was reading at school, I only ever enjoyed reading plays, like the Sophocles, Antigona, Oedipus Rex, stuff like those, because they are easier to read and they're entertaining, even when they're a tragedy. Okay, I exhausted my you should read and you should educate yourself and you should rediscover your excitement for learning spiel. I am autistic and I have ADHD. There is nothing more interesting to me than learning new stuff, especially stuff that I find interesting and cool and make me curious and excited. Okay, never mind. We'll see each other tomorrow, most likely, unless I have obligations at work and won't be able to stream. Anyway, yesterday I don't know what happened. There were most likely issues with the machine. I don't know. It got Windows update after that, and it was working fine since, so I don't know. Maybe Windows is preventively disrupting your machines to force you to do the update, you know? I never mind. Anyway, bye!